have kept his diamond from that time.
Hello there. My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lysandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You are the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember. And yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
Do you need a little gold to jog your memory?
You're quite the merchant, aren't you? But since you're asking so nicely, I do actually need a new sail.
It's quite a large sum. I need to think about it.
As you wish. I'll be here in the port for a while, in any case.
I have to go.
As you wish.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you. Hello, Captain.
Well now. Listen, it's not that I wasn't the cap, so I don't see...
From one
Captain Vasco? I'm listening.
You said it yourself. A child was born at that particular time. A seaborn. And we always help one of our own.
Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are, on the verge of discovering your mother's village. Of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. de Sade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago, but I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Tiafradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others. There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
The islanders protect their Donegada. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I'm looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I'm extremely grateful.
Take me in this battle. Bit of poison on my foot. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this feint. May the shadow engulf our enemies. Closer if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Protect you. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. It looks...
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. See if you can ward off this fate.
How do you feel, madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Denegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or rather, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tierce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Relwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Magum. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. For you, and for her. I hope the Enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
You are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from here.
Delighted to see you again, Sister Ephesia.
Father Petrus, is that really you? What are you doing here?
Merely a courtesy call.
How might I help you?
How has your mission fared up until now, sister?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I haven't been able to get much from these villagers. Their chief and their priest are evasive when questioned. As for the other natives, their behavior can be quite odd. They'll spend hours just staring into the void. But as soon as I come close, they chase me away. They frighten me, I must admit. There is a heavy veil of evil here. I feel it, but I'm not able to find from whence it comes. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you. Anything else?
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation. A few weeks, perhaps, although it feels like months. I'm not particularly fond of the wild, and I find this place unsettling.
I see.
Anything else?
That will be all, Sister Ephesia. Thank you. Good day. Are you the wise man of this village?
Burt tir dumad renaikse. I am the Donegad, yes.
I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
The people of your island are constantly asking questions, yet reject any answers that displease them. Questions have no value when one already claims to know the answers.
But
it is your case. You believe you know the answers. You seek only their echo. Answer your own questions. At least then the answers will please you, and we shall be done with your foolishness.
That is not what I...
Qua awelemseg. May your answers fill your day with bounty.
Ber Tirtumad, on Olmenawi. I am Deirdre, daughter of Enora, daughter of Rowena, Mal of this clan. Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the men of the Red Sun were doing?
Indeed.
Then I thank you. It's probably because you are an Onolmenawi that you are different from the other Renaigse. What do you seek?
Can you tell me something about your beliefs?
We believe that we are part of an everything, and that life depends on a balance that comes from this everything. Our strength is drawn from that which we protect, all that surrounds us, and that which surrounds us feeds and protects us in return.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
I have heard this question before. You sound like the Mind Shaker woman. The rituals are the business of the Donegada, not of the Renoigse. Anything more?
Concerning this story about a cult.
Enough. Enough questions. I have nothing more to say. What do you seek?
I need to be going.
Gwawalem seg.
You have a strange stare, Alexe. Leave me alone.
Ernaikse ja toigen quachesa de elodeis, samel mila, mach de wegander.
Traitor. And an Olmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Can't you leave us alone, Munsanaig?
Leave me be. Even your thoughts are loud and break my peace!
Birtir to Madre Naikse.
Good day.
Do you want something?
Could you answer a few questions?
Questions. It is a word that you adore. Let us play a game. If you answer my questions, I will answer yours.
If it's the only way to get answers, then let's play.
I am pleased. We will have fun. But beware, no lies. What name is given the place from where you come?
I come from Serene, a grand city on the continent of Gicane.
Really? It is possible that you come from there, but I believe that this is not your land. Your turn.
What can you tell me about the rituals?
Oh, I see what interests you. You want to know how our warriors are so strong, but I don't have an answer. It is a secret of the Doneigad. The rituals I know are made to celebrate nature, to honor and bring her blessings upon us. Let's try something else. Are you on Olmenawi with your land? Or did you inherit your link from your parents?
I'm not bound. Or at least I haven't done anything in particular to bind myself.
Then it was your parents. One of them at least must have been Doneigad. Your turn.
This is a delicate question, but would you know anything about a demon?
A demon? I think that is what the bright and shiny mind shakers call the spirits, no? There are spirits everywhere. In you and in us, in each tree, in each spring. There is not only one. I cannot tell you more if you are not more precise in what you seek. It was fun. More than with the woman who makes light. She did not want to play.
Birtir Dumad an Almanawi. What do you want?
This question will seem strange to you, but do you know anything about a demon?
A demon?
A dark spirit, if you prefer.
No. There is no such thing as dark spirits. Your question is not strange. Foolish, perhaps.
You're different from the others. What is your role in the village?
Different? Why?
Well, for one, you answer me when I speak.
You others, when we don't answer you, you start digging for answers everywhere else. I am a gatherer. I hunt a little. I do my part for the life of the village.
Tell me about the missionaries that came here. Those who wear the symbol of the sun on their clothing.
When they came, they spoke about their bright and shiny god. They told us we were wrong. Said that nature was just nature, and not to be worshipped. These men know nothing. We ignored them. They finally left, and then the woman came to us. She sniffed around everywhere, asking many questions, just like you. I was told that she tried to enter my own home. I even saw her trying to follow me in the woods. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost in the woods, or cross paths with wild beasts.
What can you tell me about the beliefs of your village?
The beliefs of the village? That is a strange question for an Onol Manawi. Our beliefs are the same as those of the other clans. We believe in the earth that carries us and feeds on our dead, in the rain that quenches us and drowns us, in the beasts that feed us and in those that eat us. I do not know what more I can say to you. Everyone shares these beliefs.
I must leave now. Thank you for your help. Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. The villagers won't even engage in conversation with me now. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you.
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers, but I admit they don't seem keen to talk.
And did they tell you anything worth sharing?
I know little more about their beliefs. They worship nature and do not intend to change. It is certainly different from the Luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic worship. Yet, there's something strange about this village. One of the villagers that spoke with me seemed truly worried. On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man always looking over his shoulder. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I attempted to follow him, but he always eludes me. I tried to get into his hut to see if he was hiding anything. But someone was always there.
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll fare better.
That fellow was really nervous. Perhaps we should try and search his house to see what he's hiding.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
I'm sure this young lady can help us. She appears to be playful and to love pranks. Or we could just break some of these pots. That'd keep him busy.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to work fast, and it will only work once.
Do you want something?
Might I ask you a few questions about the villagers?
More questions? You really like this game. You really do.
If we could avoid the...
Very well. But be brief then, because it is not good fun.
What can you tell me about that man down there? I spoke to him, and he seemed... nervous.
Don't hold it against him. The people of the light have already questioned us. That makes him distrustful. He is a man of few words, but he is devoted to the village and listens to the Donegad with great attention. He is a gatherer, but everyone knows he wants to become the next Voglendijk, the next servant of Donegad.
Where does this man live?
Down there. His dwelling is right in front of my own.
I would like to take a look inside.
What? Why would you want to do that? It is his home. You have nothing to do there if you are not invited.
I really must go inside. I need to clarify something. If you can help us.
My child, I understand you might be shocked by this request, but have no fear. We have no intention of taking or destroying anything. We would just like to put to rest a few rumors.
You are one of them, aren't you? One of these men who shake our minds. A man of the light.
Well, that's correct. I am a priest of Thélème.
All of that are just words. And it is not fun. If you want my help, I want the hat of the Mind Shaker woman.
Very well. I will go and ask her. But I cannot promise that she will accept. Did you learn anything?
No. Nothing.
I'm working on it.
Anything else?
This may seem a strange request, but I have something to ask. I need you to give me your hat, so that I might sneak into the house of the native.
My hat? I don't see how it could possibly make you more discreet. Is this some sort of joke?
No. A woman is willing to help me in exchange for your bonnet.
Go ahead and mock. It matters not. My mission takes precedence over my pride. Take it.
Do you want something?
Here. I present to you her hat.
Very well. I shall distract him, but be discreet and very quick. And be respectful of what you find there. Be good.
Go away, Renaig say. You are not welcome in my home.
Oi! Toiges! Radayam ready quad!
This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit could be venerated in this way.
This is exactly the kind of proof we've been looking for. An evil cult, far from some naive veneration of nature and other island spirits.
This painting is frightening. Evoking war. A massacre. A bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face.
What a horrible mask. How can someone wear such a thing unless they're worshipping some dark creature?
I wouldn't like to cross paths in a dark alleyway with someone wearing a mask like this.
All these gruesome and bloody horrors leave no room for doubt. There is a demonic cult here. We should go tell Sister Ephesia.
Did you learn anything?
No. Nothing.
I was able to sneak into the hut of our mystery man.
And what did you discover?
Some troubling things. A ritual mask, a rather morbid altar, and a fresco depicting a massacre.
By the Enlightened. To think these unholy things were so near. Finally, the proof we need that there's a blood-worshipping cult here. They cannot perform their heinous pagan rituals in the village, and I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend sneaks off to. I failed to find where he goes, but you have already proven more competent than I.
I shall try. Hopefully he won't lead us into a trap.
Thank you for your help. And good luck.
We should wait until nightfall and follow him. Here we could hide and wait. We would be able to see where this sleepless boy goes during nightfall.
My child, it's time to wake up. Our nervous friend is here.
Protect me in this battle! Bit of poison on my vein. Let's go! Secrets to ward off this fate! May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Need healing!
Where could our man have gone?
These strange roots are forming some kind of door. This must be where he went.
Be careful. Is everything okay? You started wobbling all of a sudden.
I had a sort of flash vision. Just for an instant, I was a tree in a storm.
What exactly did you see? Perhaps these images will help us find an entrance into the sanctuary.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent... On this stone, the sun is visible. This stone has an image of the moon. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death. Here this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or maybe ice. The drawing on this stone represents lightning. The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Bit of poison on my blade! Then let's go!
Tell us again exactly what you saw, my child.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots. And at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Bit of poison on my blade. Hey, let's go! May the shadow engulf our enemies. Let's see if you can ward off this feint. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. The drawing on this stone makes me think...
This island really is full of surprises and mysteries. This weird puzzle actually opened the door.
Close duis, atuda yam canadedole. tadulan vrandi, alaun eles agen ole vei. Closi garamam italami olflinau ich egrem. Closi gadem tayentis olarabeni aol slai. Fanqua sakengedem fradem adigalem. Linquid winterbus o galanzani. Tugombenis gremos nigawi. Rencasie crimaderem denegao edent. Flos duis aruyect nes diri.
Lois des Raman ades Gideon, Arenta. Esfornu Fradi, Damagengadan, Yadiga Ladandian. Esfornu Fradi, Dawi Gaishidon. Agesparnu Fradi, Dawi Gremosemagui.
There is no longer any doubt. The creature who was talking through this tree is a demon.
In any case, Teleme's story suddenly sounds way more plausible. The Denegad who performed the ritual was the villagers. We should go talk to Deirdre.
What do you seek?
We found your sanctuary and assisted in one of your blood rituals. Was the apparition we witnessed the demon the priests were talking about?
What is clear is these priests know nothing, and you know nothing.
I am not from Teleme. I cast no judgment upon your beliefs. But if you want us to help you, you need to help us understand.
I doubt that you would be able to understand, but very well. I'll attempt to help you make sense of what you witnessed. The ritual you saw is a ceremony to summon forth the strength of our warriors. Our people have always lived in harmony with nature. Our very existence revolves around her. She talks to us and takes on many faces. What you have witnessed is just one of many. Confronting the threat that the Renoixi make up, we called them for their blessing, and they appeared to us.
Can we contact them? I mean, is communication possible?
What you witnessed was not a discussion. But if you visit a sanctuary, you may see one of the faces, and then you will be able to talk. Pass the mountains and head to the swamps. There, if you perform the ritual, you will see them come. Though what you will hear may not be to your liking.